Big, exciting, great news to start your Tuesday morning as a push is underway to get stimulus out. Everyone is pushing for the stimulus to come out, and this is a bit news from both the president and Mitch that they want the stimulus to land in your hands right now. A Georgia Senate race is up for grabs on January 5th, but Mitch is under fire to send out stimulus right now to ensure that he holds on to those two Georgia Senate seats. But despite whatever's going on in Congress, in this video, I'll be going over how you can get money right now, not 5 days from now, not 5 weeks from now, and not 5 months from now, but money right now. Thousands of dollars. Moreover, breaking details overnight and from Joe Biden talking about stimulus. What did he say and what did he not say? This is a great day, and this is Early Mornings LALATE. Hey, good morning, everybody. The toast is toasting, the butter is buttering. I'm here, you're here, and Sirloin is not here. He's at the casino. People have been asking about him. It's like, where's Sirloin? I really missed him. He's like extended part of the family. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe because I'm delivering videos throughout the day updating you about how to get money. I'm not detailing you just news stories about things that are coming for 5,000 years from now. I'm giving you details about how you can get money right now. Thousands of dollars right now because you need money right now. You don't need to hear a lot of hot air from congressmen that do nothing but talk about things that they're not going to do. So I'm going to go over how you get money in this video right now. Also, like this video, it helps with the video appearing higher in the rankings. If you're new to Early Mornings LA, it's the early breezy, easy breezy version. It's very lighthearted, so if you feel like it's light milk, light yogurt, not the $12 one, no, not the $12 one, then you found the right place. And over there is a super chat. If you're joining me for the first time on Early Mornings LA when it debuts at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, this is an instant premiere. As an instant premiere, it's an enhanced viewing experience which allows you to chat with your Purple Power buddies. You can chat about me, about the casino, about Sirloin. He's probably going to chat about you as well, so just be prepared for that. This super chat is featured when this video debuts at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then join me 30 minutes from now for the continuation of Early Mornings LA at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at the bottom of the hour. And that will feature a live instant chat as well. Well, there's so much exciting news, so let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news is that Joe Biden had a very long press conference yesterday talking about stimulus. And he talked about a lot of stuff, but a lot of stuff was very confusing, and a lot of stuff made no sense. So the bottom line was he said get things done and get it done right away, but it wasn't very clear what he wanted to have done. And from there, he went back to things that he wants to do, like build highways and, do other things, but it was sort of off point. So, needless to say, as they sort of figure out what their point is, we're being on point right now. There's 3 ways you can get money right now, and I'm going to go over them in this video. First, you can get money from CARES Act 1. 2, you can get money from SBA. And 3, you can get enhanced unemployment benefits. In the video after this, I'm going to go over enhanced unemployment benefits. In this one, I'm going to go over CARES Act 1 and EIDL. Incredible, great news. It's thousands of dollars that could land in your bank account. First, CARES Act 1 money. There's about $150 billion of CARES Act 1 money that has been unused that's currently sitting in the cities and counties across the country. They have to use it or lose it, because under the CARES Act, they either use it or return it back to the federal government. Yes, if they return it back to the federal government, then Mitch and Donald can repurpose a stimulus check from CARES Act 1 money more than $800 billion. Instead of $5,000, it could go much higher. Yes, that's incredible, great news you only would hear on this channel. But let's get back to that CARES Act 1 money. Where do you get it? How do you get it? And how do you qualify for it? What's important to understand is that every single viewer of this channel channel qualifies for it unless you made a buttload of money last year. The only people who don't qualify for CARES Act 1 money are people who made a lot of money last year. So if you're on SSDI, SSI, Social Security benefits, you qualify. If you're a single veteran, you qualify, or a widower veteran, you qualify. The way you get this money is you look for CARES Act plus grant plus city or county on Google News. If you don't find something today, you look again tomorrow. If you don't find something yesterday, you look again. They announce these and they come out and then they're closed. Yesterday, I detailed in Orange County, Florida, they opened up a stimulus check grant program of CARES Act 1 money. It was the second time they did it, and it was such a big success. They had about, I think it was like 24,000 applications in about half an hour, and they had to close it down because they had actually maxed out. So people want these things. Don't think that this is a surprise that no one else knows about. You got to find it and grab it right away. Here was an example. I had one viewer who contacted me yesterday, said, I'm looking for some rent in Harris County. I'm like, I just did Harris County on this channel about 2 weeks ago. He says, it's not there anymore. Well, because it's been used now. So just because you look today doesn't mean it's not going to be there tomorrow. And just because it's used doesn't mean they're not going to bring it back. It's in the case of the type of money that they dedicate are for the following items. Stimulus checks. They do actual, just real stimulus checks like they did in Orange County. They call them a stimulus check, and it's just acts exactly like a federal stimulus check. In fact, it's usually more money than Temple Doom wants to give you, or 3 times the amount of money. No joke. Next, they often do rent. Then they often do food. For all my SSDI, SSI, Social Security, or Railroad benefit viewers, you would qualify for all those first 3 items. Stimulus check, or rent, or food. Those are the ones you qualify for. Then, in rare occurrences, they do a more restrictive one. I've seen some comments from viewers that say they only do this, or they always do this. No, it's actually the reverse of what you're saying. They, on rare occasion, do it only for businesses, and on rare occasions, only do it for essential workers. The reason why is they understand it's supposed to be for people in financial need. And so if you have a job, you're not in financial need. And if you're a business owner, then you may have had access to business grants. This is supposed to be a personal grant, not a business grant. And so that is why some viewers may be looking to the wrong place. It is for you as an individual grant for food, for rent, and then stimulus, and then some cases it's essential workers. It's all really great news. Generally, it falls anywhere from a couple $100s to a couple thousands of dollars, but it's never $10,000. It's never $20,000. Those big grants are what I'm going to detail later in this video if I have time. That's what's coming under the stimulus package from Congress. They have the ability to pay you $10, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 grants, not cities and counties. They just don't have that ability. They'll give you a grant in the around $1,000 to $2,000 range or more. Then let's turn to EIDL. EIDL qualifies for about 65% of the viewers of this channel who are in some capacity. It doesn't have to be their only capacity, but in some capacity, an Uber or Lyft driver, a Grubhub driver, Postmates, Airbnb operator, hairdresser, plumber, electrician, anything that's a gig worker, independent contractor, sole practitioner. Now, you don't have to have that as your only profession. A lot of viewers have a major source of their income comes from their W-2 operations. They're Macy's employee, or they work at Home Depot. But on the side, they also do some electrical work. Well, if you declare this as income on your tax returns, you can get EIDL. The way you do it is you pull your 2019 tax return, you look at that Schedule C, and that Schedule C will list your business income. The only case in which you don't have a Schedule C is which you put it on a business return, and that business can apply for an EIDL as well. Let me give you an example. In the case of Uber and Lyft drivers, you generally, 99.99% of the time, list it on a Schedule C. And you say, oh, I did Uber, Lyft. Line 1, $6,000 was my revenue last year. Line 2, cost of goods sold. It might be 0. It might be, some of your insurance money or some of your tires on the car. And that is the 2 numbers you need to pay attention to. SBA gives you a calculation that they go to the bone on determining how much EIDL you get. It's very, very simple. It's line 1 minus line 2 divided by 2. Can't be any easier than that. Line 1, gross revenue. You made $6,000 on Uber and Lyft last year? Okay, $6,000. Line 2, maybe it's 0. 6,000 minus 0 is 6,000. That, unless it's Larry Catalog math. And then you divide it by 2, $3,000. You have a $3,000 EIDL. Congratulations. Now, how do you get it? And where do you do it? And how do you apply for it? The first thing you need to do is go to Experian and look up your Experian Advantage 3.0 credit score. It's important that it's 570 or higher. That's the base level for SBA to approve you. If you are slightly below it, do the Experian Boost. The Experian Boost raises your credit score by $25 for free. Now, it's important to understand it has to be Experian, it has to be Vantage, and it has to be 3.0 when checking your score. So if your FICO score is 570, don't say, "No, I'm fine, my FICO is 570. No, it has to be the Experian Vantage 3.0 because that's what SBA uses. When you determine that number, then you look at, when you determine what your number is for Experian Advantage 3.0, you're ready to go. You're ready to go and you're ready to get to it. So you go to sba.gov. You go to their website. It's an online application. It's as simple as that. And what it will ask you is a series of questions. It's only a 3-page application. It can't be any simpler or any basic than it is. It's very, very straightforward. You fill it out and you are done. If you fill it out correctly, which 99% of viewers generally do, then you will get your money within about 3 to 5 business days. This is incredible, great news. It's that simple. The only cases in which it's not simple is when you make it complicated. So don't make it complicated. It's very, very great news. Now let's turn to the breaking news overnight. Breaking news overnight is that President Donald Trump is urging for Congress to do stimulus right now. Mitch McConnell wants to do stimulus right now. Temple Doom wants to do stimulus right now. And yesterday, Joe Biden had his press conference call for stimulus right now. It was very hard to follow the press conference because he said, these are the things I want to do, but they're not part of the stimulus package, but they're stimulus. Well, I can't even explain it because it's sort of hard to follow. He wanted Congress to pass a stimulus package right now. We got that. Then he said, I want you to be bipartisan and just come together and have a come together moment. Great, really good. Then he said, you need to pass the HEROES bill. Okay, I had you to there, Joe. The HEROES bill is the most partisan diatribe, war and peace, behemoth that anyone has ever seen. No one's ever going to pass that thing. So he said, be partisan, be come together, negotiate and be a nice kumbaya moment, but then pass exactly what we want. Excuse me, but that's not going to work. The good news is that Mitch McConnell is still on focus to give you stimulus on amount that would get you through this pandemic, and that the Temple Doom and everyone else on that side should really wake up and realize that is the number that should be used at this point. Why? Because Mitch McConnell wanted to give you $300 a week from July to the present, and he was shot down. Well, let's look at the math since July. July to now is about $6,000. Yeah, $7,000, and that was turned down. So I guess 0 is better than $7,000. I don't know. In my book, 0 is not better than $7,000. So Mitch McConnell's offer for unemployment benefits to get you through this pandemic for now is much better than anything else that's been offered. Second, he wants to extend your PUA and UI, which are expiring in December. Of course, you have to extend them. Then he also wants to give you some EIDL, some PPP. Also, he wants to give you some protections. Also, he wants to do the problem solvers bill. Also, he wants to, do the provisions of the problem solver bill, which is 2 stimulus checks. And his buddies in the Senate who are GOP want to do the problem solvers bill. Well, the good news is that we can do the problem solvers bill on the cheap. That's an LA expression. We can do it on the cheap by taking out the 2 stimulus checks of $1,200 now in March, and repurposing the CARES Act 1 money at SBA, which will give you a $5,000 stimulus check instead of $2,400 of 2 checks. And then suddenly bill that he would have to approve would not be 1.5, it would be 1.1 or 1, which is heaven, nirvana for him on his calculator, calculator. And that's how it's done. So go on social media, push, and make it clear to Mitch, repurpose the CARES Act 1 money. Repurpose it. It's sitting at SB8. Repurpose it. Do a standalone bill for stimulus check. Be America's saving grace and get it done. And with a stimulus check, imagine if you had a $5,000 stimulus check. All this other stuff would be less anxious for us if we all just got that stimulus check. We would be going so much further forward instead of being where we are with Congress right now. Coming up at the bottom of the hour at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is a continuation of LALATE, early LALATE. I can't even say the name of the actual show. Early Mornings LALATE. It also features an enhanced viewing experience, but I'll have more updates about how to get other right now money, which is escalated benefits, and that is a lot of money, so tune in for that. As always, go to the front channel, subscribe because we're going to get through this pandemic together. Also like this video. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, and save LA for more.